All right, so this is day 5 of final exam review for semester 1. We have one more problem to go. Factoring, what does it say? Factor each and find all the zeros. 1 0 has been given. So they do want us to factor it, but at the same time they want the answer. So it's easier to find the answers, and then we won't even worry about the factor part. So just focus on which one of these is the answer. Okay, so let me just kind of circle that. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, okay? These right here. I'm not so worried about the factors because wherever the answer is, the factor will be written correctly. All right? So the way we find the answers, when they want us to find all the solutions, okay, and they give me one of the answers and a formula, or a function, sorry, not a formula, but a function, we're going to use synthetic division. Now, in doing that, I'm going to write my coefficients. So there's a 1 here, okay? So it's going to be 1, negative 10, 33, and negative 36. And then in that little half box, I'm going to write 3. Now, again, if you're wondering, wait a minute, didn't you used to write the opposite of the solution? No. I used to write the opposite of this expression. When they would say, like, you're dividing by that, then in the little box, I would write a 3. Okay? If it looked like that expression right there, I would change the sign. But when they are specifically telling me, this is your answer, not that you have to solve for it, they're saying this is your answer, then use it. Use that number. I'll know that I did it right if my remainder is what? 0, right? We know, because if they tell me this is an answer, then my remainder better be 0. The reason why it's 0 is because if it's a solution, that means it's divisible. If the number is divisible, okay, or sorry, the expression is divisible by 3, that means there's no remainder, right? It's just like when we do 10 divided by 2, we write 5, not 5 remainder 3, right? We say 10 divided by 2 is 5, no remainder, okay? So, all right, here we go. So drop the 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Add negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. 33 minus 21, that's going to be 12. And 3 times 12 is 36. And negative 36 plus 36 is 0. So here you go. So it just proves that this truly is a solution right there. Okay? When they said that's an answer, I got 0. So that proves it. It really is an answer. So that's one of them. Okay? One of my answers. All right, to find the other ones, I'm going to write this. Now, I get that statement from my quotient, right? The 1, negative 7, 12 on the bottom. I get the x squared, the x, and the 12 because since my highest power is a x cubed, you always got to drop it by 1, right? That's what you start with, not x cubed. You start with x squared. So I write 1x squared minus 7x plus 12, and I'm going to set that equal to 0 and solve. But in order to do that, I got to factor. So I'm going to put 1 times 12 up here, and on the bottom a negative 7. Okay? And then I got to think of two numbers that multiply to 12 that add up to negative 7. So that would be negative 3 and negative 4. I don't have to divide those because there's no number in the front. So there you go. Okay? And let me write out my factors. X minus 3, x minus 4 equals to 0. And then I'll solve both of them. What are my two solutions for this one? Like if I solve for x minus 3 equal to 0, what do I get? 3 and 4. Okay, so I get 3 and 4. And what's my last answer that I already knew? 3. But you're not supposed to ever write the same number twice. But if it happens twice, we write it as a multiplicity. So I would say 3 multiplicity of 2, because it happens twice, and 4. So which one is my answer? B, right? So that's 4 and a 3 multiplicity of 2. And that's it. This is the last problem.